and if he wants to think positively about this, he's no worse off now than he was at the start of the weekend. He hasn't added to his score, and he'll use it as his drop. So he will use the points he gained at Genk and at Salbris towards his championship total. But still, doesn't make up the fact that it's been a long weekend, and he comes away with nothing. The next race will be the pre-final for the Mini X30s. There they are, down on the grid. Just a few minutes to go before they get the signal to start. And, well, the story of Mini X30. Oh, that's quick game of mechanics bingo. Tony Kart shirt, earpiece in, radio around the side, not round by the bum. There he goes. The mechanic even turns around to show that it's in the wrong position. But very expensive trainers. Shorts just above the knee, but not as tight as they could be. So 4.25 out of 5 for the Tony Kart mechanic there. That's actually Max Mayer's dad. But there we go. Nearly every element correct. 4.25 out of 5. And I'm just looking, can we beat that? Anyone on screen can beat that in kart mechanic bingo? Not right now. So of the mechanics on screen, I think that Max Mayer's dad scores most points. Bart Plug's dad, that's a terrible effort. You can see him there on the left, leaning on his cart trolley. That's no earpiece. Obviously, he's just running it's a family team, so maybe you can have an earpiece back to Bart's mum to say, "Can you get the kettle on or something when I get back?" T-shirt, okay, check. Trousers with pockets to put tools in as well. That's just not practical. And boots. Hasn't got 150 euros trainers on his feet. What's the man thinking? Anyway, enough of that. The grid. All about Ugo Chukwu, the American driver from New York City. Has won all 3 heats so far in kart number 914, that Energy Core chassis. Extremely quick indeed, and it has been unbeatable because he hasn't been beaten yet this weekend. But the driver starting alongside, Laurens van Hoppen, the Dutch driver for the CRG, on the CRG chassis, driving for the WJS racing team. Laurens van Hoppen is getting closer and closer. I think in the 3rd heat yesterday, even managed to squeeze ahead of Ugo for a brief moment. Arthur Tohum, the German driver of kart number 931, will start 3rd. Alongside Arthur, Ronan Hakala for the Dan Holland racing team in kart 930, starting 4th. Sita van Meert, the young Belgian lady. Great set of heats yesterday for Sita. She starts 5th in the kart number 912. Then it's Diego Larocque from Phoenix, Arizona, on the outside of row number 3. Bart Pluk from the Netherlands in row 4 alongside Amaury Mertens, the Belgian driver. Kimi Abraham, another Belgian driver, on row 5 alongside Max Meyer, the Spanish driver. And then the Dutchman, Nathan Ottink, and another newcomer to the championship, Italy's Giovanni Tiberio, on row 6 with Louis Hofbeck from Denmark on row number 7. See a couple of the mechanics looking rather nervously at the skies before the start of this race. I can tell you that it is pretty grey, but, well, it's not raining. There's certain clouds that are lower in the sky than others, so there's some clouds that are a cause for concern and other clouds that aren't, but I'm sure that we will see on screen as quickly as I will if the rains do come. Well, 13 drivers representing 8 different countries on 8 different chassis, led by The American driver lives in Manhattan with a Nigerian mum and an Italian dad. Talk about growing up with a nice international view of the world. And he's here in Germany on pole position, and he's got a Dutchman alongside him. Ugo Ugochukwu in kart number 914 for the GK Racing team. Comes into turn number 11. Everybody on slick tyres. Can anybody beat Ugo Ugochukwu? Here we go. Into turn number 1. It's a good start from the pole man, Lawrence Van Hoppen, getting shuffled a little bit wide. So Arthur Tohum, the German driver, gets to the inside, takes over P2, has a little look up the inside of the race leader, thinks better of it. Roland Hakala is up into third position. Lawrence Van Hoppen slips back to fourth ahead of Diego Larocque and Sita Van Meert. Then it's Bart Plug making a move, and Bart Plug there in number 917. The Kasia Racing driver actually passes Sita Van Meert and moves into P6. But it's Ugochukwu who leads. There's Hakala in fourth place, chasing Van Hoppen in third. This is a 10-lap race. Arthur Tohum from Germany needs to get up to the rear bumper of Ugochukwu's kart to get in his slipstream. Both these two drivers making their championship debuts this weekend, and Tohum has caught Ugochukwu in the slipstream. We head down towards turn 3 on lap number 2. Now, I would suggest that although that normally I preach the word of staying calm and working together in the opening stages of any kart race, bearing in mind Ugochukwu's ability so far this week to simply keep ahead of the rest at the start and then gradually ease away as the race progresses, my bet would be that Arthur Tohum needs to start making moves. He needs to start battling with Ugochukwu, dragging the race leader back into the pack. If he can, because if Ugochukwu continues in the same form that he has done so far this weekend, when you get to the business end of the race, lap 9 and lap 10, Tohum may not be close enough, although he is certainly close enough now. Through turns 1 and 2, right on Ugochukwu's slipstream. Van Hoppen in third place is trying to close in, so is Hakala. Then there's a gap back to Larocque, Plug, Van Meert, Meyer, Louis Hofbeck, Mertens, Ottink, and then Kimi Abraham and Giovanni Tiberio. All 13 drivers still in with a chance. Through the turn 7S as they come. You can see Van Hoppen trying to catch the top two if he can. This is lap 3 out of 10. Arthur Tohum has not made his move yet. The driver of kart number 931, and that's a Gisolo chassis for TR Motorsport. Over the crest on the back straight into turn number 11 now. There's Diego Larocque, that very distinctive blue and white kart. Coming through your screen, Larocque driving for the Peter De Bruyne Racing team. On to lap number 4 now. Ronan Hakala has taken the fastest lap of the race. And Hakala in fourth position. Yellow flags down at turn number 11. Oh, and somebody has gone off, and that is Amaury Mertens has gone off at turn 11. And are we getting into a situation? There's yellow flags waving down the back straight. There's yellow flags waving at turn number 11. And the leaders flash past the scene of the incident. And Amaury Mertens is okay. He's up and out of his kart. But the young Belgian driver is out of the race. Up at the front, it is Ugo Ugochukwu. And you can see that in that lap, where the yellow flags have been out, somehow Van Hoppen and Hakala have managed to close in on Tohum and Ugochukwu. So for the first time, virtually all weekend, we do have a multiple kart battle for the race lead. The leaders are approaching turn number 8 now. They come out of turn 8 into turn number 9. Sorry, through turn number 9 into turn 10. Now back there, some of the mechanics watching on. But it's Ugochukwu to whom? And then a gap of half a second to Van Hoppen and Hakala. To whom? Having a look around the outside of turn 2. Now when he duck up the inside, and Van Hoppen has caught them, and so has Hakala. Ugochukwu now has not just got one kart to worry about, he has got 4. Ronan Patrick Hakala, 56.994 seconds. New fastest lap of the race. Behind these 4, there is a gap of 3 seconds down to Diego Larocque. So Larocque will not catch them, I don't think, unless there's some major battle that slows them all down. And in fact, it's now Sita van Meert who has passed Larocque into 5th, and Max Meyer diving at the inside of both of them. So there's a 3-kart battle going on for 5th, 6th and 7th, but that is 3.5 seconds behind the lead group. Here they come over the crest now with Van Meert, Meyer and Larocque in that group. Arthur Tahum right on the rear bumper of Ugochukwu as they go through the first kink. Round turn number 2. Will Tahum dive at the inside into turn 3? Yes, he will. Can he make the move stick? Will Ugochukwu come back underneath him? No, the answer is Ugochukwu down to 7th. Van Hoppen up to with the fastest lap of the race, but just like Ugochukwu did to Van Hoppen in the 3rd heat, he undercuts, or he passes Tahum going into the turn 5 hairpin, retakes the lead. Van Hoppen takes advantage, moves into P2. We're on lap number 7 now. Ugochukwu finds himself with a 5-kart length lead and a new driver directly behind him. Well, it's new for today, but yesterday Van Hoppen spent virtually the entire day about right where he is now. Half a dozen kart lengths off Ugochukwu's rear bumper. Can Lawrence Van Hoppen do anything about Ugochukwu in kart number 914? Well, he's in the slipstream. Now when he looks to the inside, we're on lap number 8. No, he can't. Tahum and Hakala are right there. Then a 4-second gap back to Sita van Meert, Max Meyer, Diego Larocque. Bart Pluk is 8th, Louis Hofbeck 9th, then Nathan Ottink, Kimi Abraham and Giovanni Tiberio. That's the remaining. Amaury Mertens out of the race. Down the straight towards turn number 8. They go. Through turn number 9, which is virtually invisible on your screen, but it is there, I promise you. It's on my track map. Now this is turn 10. The back straight, up and over the crest. Down into the fast, flat out, triple apex final corner at turn number 11. You missed the first one and the second one to get maximum drive onto the start-finish straight. This is the fastest part of the circuit. This is 60 miles an hour in one of the mini X30s, and there is Lawrence Van Hoppen making the move on Ugochukwu. Can he defend now into turn number 5? He can't let Ugochukwu back up the inside again, and he doesn't. Less than 2 laps to go. Van Hoppen leads from Ugochukwu to whom, and then Hakala. Can the Dutchman, the WJS racing driver on the CRG chassis, hold off Ugochukwu? He doesn't defend into turn number 8. Ugochukwu takes advantage, retakes the lead. I have to say, Lawrence Van Hoppen or anybody else want to win this race, they are going to have to defend. And he didn't defend then, and pretty soon we'll be coming to complete lap number 9 out of 10. And to begin the final lap, 1,200 metres. Van Hoppen swings wide through turn 2. Ugochukwu defends into 3. Will Van Hoppen get the undercut? Yes, he can. Ugochukwu on the inside of turn 4. But he holds on. Van Hoppen trying to go round the outside of turn 5 and the undercut into turn 6. Can't make it. Now we've got 2 right-handers at turn 6. There's 1. There's 2. Now, hard on the brakes for turn 7. The S's. Right, left. About 2 opportunities to go. And I don't think Van Hoppen's close enough. Can he dive up the inside going into turn number 8? He can't. Through turn 9 now. Ugochukwu checks over his shoulder. 2 corners to go. It's going to be now or never into the fast turn 11 for Lawrence Van Hoppen, and I don't think he's close enough. I think Ugo Ugochukwu is going to complete the clean sweep so far. A great pre-final win in Mini X30 for Ugo Ugochukwu. Although Lawrence Van Hoppen and Arthur Terhune pushed him all the way, he still came out on top. And Ugo Ugochukwu will start the pre-final from the grand final from pole position in kart number 914, subject of course to post-race scrutineering. Lawrence Van Hoppen finishes second, Arthur Terhune finishes third, fourth for Ronan Hakala, and then a big gap back to Diego Larocque in fifth, Max Meyer in sixth, Sita van Meert in seventh, Bart Ploek comes home in eighth, followed by Louis Hofbeck, Nathan Ottink, Giovanni Tiberio and Kimi Abraham. What a pre-final in Mini X30. Best of the day, well, best of the weekend in this class so far.